Let me tell you guys a story. It's about a broken love between two people that shouldn't exist, who think they have everything but they do not. The mistress and her devil. See, once upon a time, a woman in her 50s, unbeknownst to her, met a child of chaos, met a lost boy who had no guidance, who was tossed aside by those who he considered friends and family. He was unfaithful. He was as deviant and deceptive as they come. He was indeed a liar, but with a good cause. See, she laid eyes on this mystic, cryptic human being. And they only met through a friend. See, she had her child in her life. She had a job. She had friends and family. So there was no need for her to fall in love or bring in this broken individual into her life. But she claimed she had a heart. She claimed she was good-natured, and that was not the case. So she helped this boy. She helped the person that brought them together, but choose the boy over everyone else. She thought she saw something good in him when it was only her false reality getting the best of her. They went out and lived a life. They went out and lived a scenario to which he was accustomed to. The nightlife, the strip club, the fame, the fortune, the luxury. Places where he was accustomed to drowning his emotion. Places where he fell for no one. But instead, she fell for him. Unbeknownst to the young boy, he gave it a chance. That November, that cold November, he gave her a chance. And it would come back to bite him in the ass. So they went through months and months and months, surpassing a relationship record. They lived in half peace. Remember, he was still a broken child who lived his dreams, but were held back through obstacles out and in of his control. She would go to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and enjoy him to the fullest on that Friday, that Saturday, and that Sunday. Now they continue on. They fought, and they fought. He cheated many times, but he was lost in his way. As much as he knew what he was doing, he was so lost that he tried to justify motives. And even though they were valid, they weren't normal enough for some people. They fought, he left, he comes back. They fought, he left, he comes back. She goes to find him, He tries to help her through all her struggles as she did him. He accepted her and her help, but she denied him help and wisdom, whether she believed or not. She was a mature woman At least so he thought. She had friends that didn't like him, but he didn't know. She had kids who spited him, nor did he care. Then he introduced her to the ones that took him as a kid. He showed her where he was from. He opened up, became honest, and showed her in living color, in the flesh, the city he was born, the city he was raised in, and the same city that damaged him. But no. That wasn't enough. He tried to cement his legacy in being honest, but she didn't love or accept him even after that. And it hurt him, even though he did not know. They fought and fought and fought. He gave up everything, time and time again, for her. But did she listen? No. She went on vacation. He would follow his dream of fighting. He would come back, and it wasn't enough to show that he wanted her. And one day, she lost everything. Lost her job. She was stressed. She was frustrated. She was going into financial downfall. She had been through everything that the boy was accustomed to. And later, when she realized this was her biggest mistake, whether she believed it or not. This was a kid that 18 months later had grown to gain influence, to gain a following, but also at the same time would recognize what he might sacrifice. He tried to give her wisdom. He tried to help be there for her, give her the insight that he needed, because he knew all about losing the important things in life. But she mistakenly didn't take the advice. So one fateful day, they were going to go on their little vacation to see the second family that raised the little boy at one point in time. They wake up. They live almost in a perfectly normal world. They argue over conditioner, of all things. And that sparks many other problems and conundrums. That opens up more problems that the boy has been bottling up for months and years and years. And though she was a so-called understanding woman, mostly blind at what he's done, all the gifts he bestowed her, the jewelry, the blankets, the little art pieces, help, time and time again, the video made from a friend, and most importantly, his time and his love, and the sacrifices he'd be willing to make for the queen that came after her. They fought and fought and fought. But as the so-called righteous woman that she claimed to be, she had to stoop to his level. She had to become as toxic. She claimed she was not the devil, but she showed that to be totally incorrect. She raised her voice in his face, and he saw flashbacks to the time he was molested, to the time he was abused day in and day out, to all the times people told him he was worthless, to all the times that people told him he would be nothing in life. And even though he accomplished his dreams, all that came back and was still embedded in his mind. this righteous woman proved to be nothing what she claimed to be. Her friends, her family, everyone sees her as a saint, but she yelled in his face, opened that dark door that he thought he had locked and sealed, and he snapped. He warned her to not push him. She did not listen, so he, within violent reason, tried to tell her, listen, listen, listen. But she did not listen. Instead, her triggering and opening that dark door inside his mind wasn't the case. It was what he did, despite what she did to provoke it. This boy instantly became a man and was provoked. He left her life. That man was me. That little boy was the previous incarnation of me, and that boy is now dead. That woman was Brenda Black, and at one point, Brenda Zimmerman, the former dermatologist, a woman who has friends left and right, but were not honest, were not righteous, were misunderstood of the man that was brought into her life. I will always be wrong in this situation. But when you lost everything and you're in the same boat as me, I know more than you do. So, ladies and gentlemen, the moral of the story is love can be tricky. Find love in chaos. Don't find love because someone pities you. The more that they have, the more that they lose. She met me when I had nothing. But that's okay, because I can handle life with nothing. She can't.